Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today's video is about Adani Group. It is the India's largest port operator. They also manage world's largest solar power plant in India, and its founder Gautam Adani is India's second richest man. Adani Group is well diversified and well managed Indian conglomerate. But how big is Adani Group? Let's understand in today's episode. Adani Group was founded by Gautam Adani. Unlike many businessmen, Adani didn't inherit his power and position. Coming from a typical Gujarati Jain family, Adani had a natural inclination for business. His family had migrated to the city of Ahmedabad from a small town called Tharad in northern Gujarat in hopes of securing greater opportunities for their 8 children. Supporting 8 children was difficult, and understandably, money was a luxury for Adanis. After completing his schooling, Adani enrolled himself for a bachelor's degree in commerce at Gujarat University. It was when he was struggling with accounts and statistics, he realized academics was not for him. Instead, he felt that he could be using this time to do bigger and better things. While still in his second year, Adani shocked many by dropping out of college. With only 100 rupees in his pocket, he took off to the city of dreams, Mumbai. There, he secured a job as diamond sorter at Mumbai branch of Mahindra Brothers. Through his job, he learned everything about diamond trade. With this experience, he started his own diamond brokerage at Zaveri Bazaar, the prime jewelry market in the city. This was his first big break. A year later, his older brother Mahashukh Adani brought a plastic unit in Ahmedabad and requested him to return home and run this franchise. This turned out to be the turning point in Gautam's life. His decision to import polyvinyl chloride, a key industrial raw material, marked his entry into global trading market. After that, he never looked back. He became really good at commodity trading. Also, he is a master negotiator. In one instance, he cracked a deal for Udupi power plant worth 6,000 crores in just 2 days. Economic liberalization proved to be a blessing for Gautam. Using the situation created in the market for his advantage, he established Adani Group in 1988. During its initial years, the soon-to-be multinational conglomerate focused on agricultural commodities and power. Liberalization in 1991 further boosted Adani's business. Today, Adani Group is a big conglomerate which diversified into different verticals, from seaports to edible oils, from power distribution to data centers. Adani Group is so big that 6 of the company's subsidiaries are listed on stock market, and Adani Group's total market capitalization is $59 billion. In the last 1 year alone, Adani Group stocks went up by 1,230%. Adani Group has presence in 21 different businesses, and many of them are related to infrastructure. Let's start with the business that Adanis are known for, ports, which is led by Gautam Adani's son, Karan Adani. They manage India's largest commercial port, the Mundra port in Gujarat. This port was a game changer for Adani because it was the biggest bet he has taken when he started his business and proved to be successful. Afterwards, he expanded his business of port operations further. Today, in total, they manage 10 different ports in India, which almost covers India's coastal line. It starts in Gujarat and ends in Odisha. Next comes Adani Logistics, which is a complementary business to existing ports vertical, because the containers from the port have to be transported to different parts of India, and Adani Logistics is ready with India-wide connectivity. Interesting fact, they have 300 kilometers long private railway line exclusively meant for logistics operations. They also have agri-logistics business. It is a pioneer in bulk handling, storage and transportation of food grains, and provides an end-to-end bulk supply chain solutions to Food Corporation of India. In line with their vision to be a leader in integrated infrastructure and transportation business, Adani Group entered into airport sector in 2019. Incubated within the group's flagship company Adani Enterprise Limited, Adani operates 6 airports in India: Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Mangalore, Jaipur, Guwahati and Thiruvananthapuram. Next in the list is Adani Green Energy Limited. It is one of the largest renewable energy companies in India, with a pioneering effort to help India's transition to renewable power generation. With its 80 locations spread across 11 states, company harnesses the power of sun and the strength of wind. Interesting fact, the company manages world's largest solar power plant in Kabuti, Tamil Nadu. But where does these solar panels come from? That too happens in-house through Adani Solar. This division manufactures solar panels and equipment required to set up solar power plant. Adani Solar is one of the top 15 global solar manufacturers. Next comes the power. Adani is India's largest private sector thermal electricity producer. Adani has 7 thermal power stations spread across 7 different locations in India, which produce a combined electricity of 12,410 megawatt. But how do they transmit and distribute the electricity generated through solar and thermal power stations? That's where the power transmission business comes into picture. With their network of transmission towers, they cover over 11,300 kilometers area, mostly catering to northern and western regions of India. They also have a power distribution business which caters to 3 million customers in Mumbai. They also have a gas distribution business with over 6,000 kilometers of pipeline, distributing gas to over 1,200 industrial units, over 3 lakh households, over 2,400 commercial units, and more than 80 CNG stations. Adani Gas Limited is India's largest private sector city gas distribution player. Company has also entered into mining business, predominantly in mining of coal. Not only in India but globally. It won the bid for one of the largest coal mining contracts in Queensland, Australia. Adani even owns a special economic zone in Mundra, which spread across 15,000 hectares or 37,000 acres, which is larger than the area of Bihar's capital Patna. It's a massive manufacturing hub. It's home to Adani Thermal Power Station, and some of the brands which operate from here include Maruti Suzuki, BPCL, HPCL, and Thermax. If you are watching this video this far, you must have observed that Adani is not just a company, it's an ecosystem. For example, the coal produced in Adani mines will be transported to Adani Thermal Power Plant located in Adani Special Economic Zone using a Adani-owned railway, and produced electricity will be transmitted and distributed using Adani Power. The next 2 businesses in the list may surprise you. Adani Group also entered into edible oils and food products business through a joint venture with Wilmar International. They own the famous cooking oil brand Fortune, and they provide necessary inputs for the food processing industry. Next in the list is Adani Defense and Aerospace. With state-of-the-art technology, they manufacture unmanned drones and ammunition for the Indian Army. They also manufacture counter drones used in airport security, and they are spending heavily to expand the defense business operations, especially after Atmanirbhar Bharat movement. Apart from these businesses, they are into water treatment plants, real estate, financial services, housing finance. They construct roads, metros, railway lines. They even have a fruit supply chain business, and finally, they are building data centers in Delhi, Chennai, and Hyderabad. Adani Group has been one of the biggest value creators for the investors. A 100 rupee investment in Adani Enterprise stock in 1994 would have turned into 1,34,443 rupees. That's a compounded annual growth rate of 32%. But all is not well for Adani Group. One of the concerning factors is debt. Adani Group's rapid growth has been fueled by debt. Adani Group's total outstanding debt comes to more than $30 billion as of November 2020, according to data from Dealogic, including 7.8 billion worth bonds and 22.3 billion in loans. Credit Suisse warned in 2015 in their House of Debt report that Adani Group was one of the 10 conglomerates under severe stress that accounted for 12% of banking sector loans. Yet, the Adani Group has been able to keep raising funds, in part by borrowing from overseas lenders and pivoting to green energy. Adani was not immune from controversies, mainly because of the kind of business it is into. Along with the group of other companies, it is also being probed by India's Directorate of Revenue Intelligence in connection with allegations of over-invoicing billions of dollars worth coal imports from Indonesia. Also, there are other claims that companies getting favorable treatments from current government and regulators. But most controversial of them all is the case of Carmichael coal mine in Queensland, Australia. The project has been highly controversial, with dispute over its claimed economic benefits, financial viability, and environmental damage. The Stop Adani campaign has started. It is opposed to Carmichael mining, claiming that if Carmichael goes ahead, it will destroy the ancestral lands, water, and culture of indigenous people without their consent, increase shipping traffic through the Great Barrier Reef heritage area, and add around 4.7 billion tons of carbon pollution to the atmosphere over 60 years lifespan. Controversies aside, Adani Group is growing at a rapid pace. We are a developing nation. Growing India needs world-class infrastructure to support the growth, and Adani Group is at the right place at the right time. So that's the video, guys. If you like my content, consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to smash that bell icon to be notified every time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. This is Curious Monk, signing off.